everybody. Welcome to Bubble Talk with Burge. Are you ready for Bubble Talk with Burge? You ready to get burged? I hope so. It's been an interesting year so far, and it's only the beginning of the year. So hopefully your year has started out really well, and you have done your visions, you have done your, written down your experiences of what you want to have in your life, and listen to my other Bubble Talk series to make sure that you had done some of those challenges I gave you before. I just want to welcome you back to, hi Tamra, hi, miss you. So I want to welcome you back. I'm sorry I wasn't here Tuesday. Again, I'm having a little bit of challenges with my little fur baby, and prayers are definitely needed at this point. It's been a rough road, and going in and out of hospitals and those types of things. So it's been an interesting ride for me, and just letting go. And that was part of what I wanted you guys to do. Hi, Charlotte, is letting go of what does not serve you any longer for 2018, so that 2019 is a fresh new page. And what I had to do was surrender the fact that my little fur baby is ready to graduate and leave the planet. So it's been, he's been real connected to me. So I just want to do a shout out to Merlin, and any support, healing prayers, and love that you can send our way. I'd appreciate it. Hi, Denise. So it's just been, that's why I wasn't here on Tuesday, because I was at the hospital with my lovely fur baby Merlin. So, but welcome back. I'm here, and he's still here. So this is Bubble Talk with Burge, and why I call it that is, what's in your bubble? What's in that bubble above your head, that subconscious thought that keeps you from getting what you want? And this 2019 is just it's going to be absolutely phenomenal for all of us who are building this conscious movement of conscious leaders, including you, empowering others to create a win-win world. Are you in? Are you in for a win-win world? Yes or no? Okay. So that is what we are all about. And I have some tips I'd like to give you before what I normally do. If you've been watching our Bubble Talk with Burge series all year last year, we basically, remember the Bubble Talk is that like a cartoon character above your head, the little bubble. And that's what your thoughts are, that maybe you're not even connected with or understand what's going on up there, but that's the one that's running. That's the one that's running the bus. Okay? So it's really important to find out what is my subconscious thoughts about money and prosperity and relationships and about purpose and about family and about religion and about life and about politics. Oh my goodness. Anywho, so as you know, what I do in these Bubble Talk, I usually draw from my Essence of Being cards to give us a focus, an inspiration, something we can focus on that might serve us throughout the weekend or throughout the week. And I usually do this for all of us. And hi, Wally. Hi, Tony. So what we're going to be doing this time, I am going to pull one at the end of our experience today. But I wanted to connect with you guys a little bit, since it's the beginning of the year, about abundance and prosperity. And since in our Conscious Leadership Academy, which we started, started this week, it's all about the whole first quarter is about prosperity, abundance, wealth, money. And people, say, well, why is that important to know or experience as a conscious creator or a conscious leader is what we're building, right? So, hi, Denise. So what we're going to do, the reason why I talk about abundance is, listen, if you're abundant and you have the energy of flow, and you have the energy of wealth, and you believe that you can create whatever you want, then you're a demonstration and a beacon to others. And of course, the more you have, the more you give, the more you give, the more you have. Okay? So, and the more you receive, which is really important, that receiving part. And what was so cool, I have to say, at the Golden Globes, when Jeff Bridges mentioned about Bucky, Buckminster Fuller, and Trim Tab, that's exactly what we teach in Essence of Being. And so that Trim Tab is, he mentioned Bucky, yay, Buckminster Fuller. So again, as you know, in Essence of Being, in all of our classes, his philosophies flow through our philosophies, and I'm a direct lineage of what he definitely has brought to the planet through his, my mentor, who was a protege of Bucky's. So I'm carrying on the torch, as you will, for Buckminster Fuller. And part of that Trim Tab that Jeff Bridges was talking about in the Golden Globes was, it's part of a rudder that helps rudder the ship, but it's those little moves that really make a difference. It's the processional effect that we have on each other, that if we just keep course correcting without invalidating ourselves, then that is true mastery. And so Bucky even said on his tombstone, he has trim tab. Huh? How about that? So trim tab is a really key element, that we are it, as Jeff Bridges so delightfully put. We are it. You are it. You matter. You make a difference, and you're important. And that is our key element of what we are all about here, and what I've been doing for the last 37 years, is really putting that out there, that you do make a difference. Little trim tabs, little movements, okay, make a difference. And who you connect with, and who you speak with, and how you radiate. So part of this conscious leadership is about abundance. And I told you I wanted to give you a tool first about prosperity, and that's our first quarter, is all about money and abundance and wealth and our belief systems behind that. And then, of course, the next one's going to be relationships and communication and leadership itself, and the essence of success. We're doing this all year long. So I will pull a card, but let me just give you a tip about abundance. And by the way, next week I am doing my free power hour, and guess what it's going to be on? The essence of what? Abundance. So tune in next week, next Wednesday, for the essence of abundance. You can go to essenceofbeing.com, sign up for free. It's a free power hour that I do once a month, okay? And that's all I'm going to give you a lot more tools. And those of you who are in the Conscious Leadership Academy, yay, you're already seeing some of the tools coming out. And of course, our big one day we're going to have about the abundance, essence of abundance. We're doing a one day. So that's coming up in February, before our big flagship 3-day Essence of Being. So here are my Essence of Being cards. I'm going to pull one that's going to give us a little inspiration for all of us. And so my tool, my tip, and my challenge to you for this weekend and all next week, if you choose to accept it, is to really start watching where your money goes. Because a lot of people come to me, or they just say, you know, I don't know where it goes. I don't know where my money went. I have it, then I lose it. Or I don't have enough, or I have just enough, or I have more than enough, and I don't know what to do with it. There's so many different variations, and people are not typically conscious around money. For some reason, you put money to a game, or you put money to any kind of conversation or to an experience, and people just glaze over. Okay? So it's interesting, the energy of money and the energy of prosperity and wealth and what that means to you. And of course, a lot of those beliefs are handed down from our parents and from our religion and from our culture and from our TV and from our friends, from our grandparents. So these beliefs around that, about greed and about more than enough, and about, hi Tishan, and about I don't have enough, or I don't want to give because there may not be enough for me, or I choose to give but not receive because that means I don't deserve it. Okay, so there's a lot of intertwining beliefs that kind of happen around money, that people really project their worth around that. So one of the challenges I give you this week is I want you to track your leakage. That sounds funny, but it is. It's really interesting how money is very fluid. Cash flow, a wealth of money, money leaks. There's so many other different ones about money, but that's all about water. So water is usually associated with emotion. So here's what I want to talk about. Track your leaks, okay? Where does your money go every week? Do it for a week. If you really want to stand out and really go for it, do it for a whole month. Put it in your phone, okay? Or a notepad or whatever it is, and every time you spend anything, anytime cash goes out, anytime you use a credit card, anytime you go buy a stick of gum, write it down. Be very conscious. Be very conscious about where it's going. And you'll be so surprised at the end of the week, and certainly by the end of the month, where it is. And of course, if you're in our Conscious Leadership Academy, this whole quarter is all about, we're going to give you a lot of other tools to help you with that. But it's part of what I call the bathtub theory, okay? Where the bathtub, if you're filling up your bathtub and you want more cash flow, okay, then you have to turn on your tub really, really fast so that all that comes through. But what people do is they turn on their bathtub for a little bit of trickle, which is another flow word, right? Money word. A little trickle. And that trickle means I have one job, or I have one way of creating income, or I have one way of allowing money to come to me, okay? So, of course, what I'm talking about is multiple streams of income. So if you really pour a lot of different multiple streams of income coming in from all different ways, then it makes the bathtub fill up faster. So if you're just doing a little trickle, and it's just coming in drip, 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 drip down economics, then it takes a long time for it to fill up. If you actually turn it up really, really a lot, that means you're using a lot of different ways of producing income and having it come in. The other part of that bathtub theory is this, that the bathtub, if you're filling it up with your income or your resources coming in, and no matter how fast you do it or slow you do it, if you have leaks, then it never stops, right? Then it just leaks out. It leaks out. So if you try to fill up a bathtub with a hole in it, I mean, it's endless, right? You never get it full. So the part of the leaking part is what I wanted to just give you a challenge for. I want to challenge, where's your money going? Is it leaking out in different places that you had no idea, that you're not even conscious about? So that's my challenge to you this weekend. Do it for a whole month if you choose. Then just track it. Did I pay bill with it? Did I buy gum with it? Did I go out to eat with it? Did I pay for shoes with it? Did I help my kid do this? Did I give somebody something? Did I invest? Did I put some money in my IRA? Whatever. Just track it, okay? And you'll be able to start seeing a theme, perhaps, of some leaks. So if you can kind of plug up those leaks, which means be conscious of where your money goes, then you'll be it's very eye-opening and very aware, okay, of what's happening with your cash. So that's my little tip for this challenge for the Essence of Abundance coming up in the Power Hour next week. And of course, our one day we're doing of abundance in February. So for now, though, let me just go ahead and pull one of these cards, okay? Hey, Karen, let me pull one of the cards for this week. So go back and listen to this if you just came on. Let's see what this is, okay? Because I just gave a challenge, all right, to everyone about how to plug up their leaks in abundance. And so this whole first quarter for me and what we're showing up as in our Conscious Leadership Academy and all the things we're doing is all about money, prosperity, and abundance, because it's really important for you to really understand what your subconscious is around that, okay? So go ahead and plug up your leaks this weekend, or at least look at it so you know what they are for this week. Okay, hi, Michael. So I pulled. It's so funny how the universe works. My strength lies in my vulnerability. Ha ha. My strength lies in my vulnerability. This is one of my favorite all-time things that we teach in Essence of Being. And I was being vulnerable with you earlier about my little fur baby Merlin. Actually, he's a gift healer. He really has healed a lot of people in his life. Very intuitive, and we're very connected. But I had to let him go. I had to surrender in a ceremony of what I had suggested all of you do, is letting go of things that you're attached to, letting go of things that may not serve you any longer for 2018, so that 2019 can bring in more of what you want, okay? So with Merlin, I just surrendered and said, if it's your time, honey, go, okay? He's still here, but being vulnerable is really important. My strength lies in my vulnerability, and let me read this for all of us, okay? The more open and heart-centered you are, the more personal power and strength you have to hold your head up high and be at integrity. To be who you are with great vulnerability comes great insight, awareness, and authenticity. In this place, there is no need to defend yourself. One open person can change 1,000 hearts. So I hope that that message gets to your heart, because being open and authentic is so important. And for so many people, they're so closed, they don't want to show up in the way that saying, want to show their flaws or their warts or, any of their idiosyncrasies for fear of retribution or judgment or guilt or shame, all that stuff. And so I invite us all to just be at our integrity, be vulnerable. And that is the strength that we have in our life, is to be able to show up vulnerable, authentic, and show it like it is. And if all of you out there, if any of you are playing small, or if you're playing just enough, okay, I really, really encourage you to come play with us or somewhere and really embrace the power within you and really get in touch with that subconscious thought that might be blocking you, that you don't even know is there. And join us in the Conscious Leadership Academy. You can go to essenceofbeing.com/CLA, and that takes you to our landing page. It's a year-long membership, okay? Or just come to the one days, or just come to Essence of Being, or just listen to my power hours. But in any case, stay connected, stay vulnerable, and I really am looking forward to hearing what you write and what you share about your leakage, okay? Your money leakage, oh my. So, and without further ado, I wish you a fabulous 2019, and I will see you next time. And until then, you've been Burged.